Alright, subtracting polynomials. I have 8x squared minus 5x plus 11, and I'm going to subtract 12x squared minus 9x minus 3 from that first polynomial. What I'm going to do is I'm going to think of this as a negative 1, and I'm going to distribute it. Negative 1 times 12x is negative 12x squared. Negative 1 times negative 9 is positive 9x, and negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. And then this first polynomial, I'm just going to bring it down. I've got an 8x squared minus 5x plus 11. Now I'm just going to combine like terms, and once I've combined my like terms, I will be done. So I've got a positive 8x squared, and there's a minus 12x squared. So I'm going to combine those. 8 minus 12 gives me negative 4x squared. I've got a minus 5x. I'm going to take that, and it's got a like term of 9x. So negative 5 plus 9 gives me positive 4x. And then I've got a plus 11 and a plus 3. Remember that constants are just numbers, are always like terms. 11 plus 3 gives me 14. And I've subtracted those two polynomials. Here's another example. 8t plus 6 minus 5t squared. We're going to take that polynomial and we're going to subtract 2t cubed minus 3t squared plus 7 from it. So again, I want to distribute a negative 1. So I'm going to go negative 1 times 2t cubed is negative 2t cubed. Negative 1 times a negative 3t squared is positive 3t squared. And then negative 1 times 7 is negative 7. And then the first polynomial, I'll just drop it down. 8t plus 6 minus 5t squared. Now when you're subtracting or adding these polynomials, you want to take the largest exponent and put it first. We always like the exponents to go from largest to smallest. So for example, the one we just did here, this negative 4x squared, that exponent's a 2. And then a 4x, this would have an exponent of a 1. And then your constant is really an x to the 0. Remember that anything to the 0 power is 1, so we just really ignore that. So we don't put the variable with the 0 exponent on the end. But that's what a constant would have. So if I look at this one here, my largest exponent, if I look at the t's, would be this negative t cubed. All right? So I'm going to look for any like terms that it may have. If you look at all the terms, it doesn't have a like term. So I'm just going to drop it down. I'm going to put it first, negative 2t cubed. And then the next exponent after cubed would be squared. So I'm going to look at minus 5t squared, and it has a like term of plus 3t squared. So I'm going to combine those together. Negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2, and then it'll be t squared. And then after 3, then 2, the next t would be t to the first power. And I've got an 8t right here. And I look through, there's a 6 and a minus 7. So it doesn't have a like term, it's positive. I'm just going to leave it alone, bring it down as plus 8t. There's nothing to combine, then you don't combine. And then last we've got a plus 6 and a minus 7. Those are like terms. 6 minus 7 is a negative 1. And this would be my final answer. Again, if you look at the variables, the exponents should go down in decreasing order from largest to smallest. 3, 2, 1. And then that constant would be x to the 0, or t to the 0 power.